Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 105, let's just say. I'm pretty sure it's 105 of the TEW 2020 New Japan Pro Wrestling series here on the channel. It is the anniversary tour, and of course, our main event, Heavyweight Champion versus Junior Heavyweight Champion, is Konosuke Takeshita takes on Daichi Hashimoto. I mean, obviously, Hashimoto's run has been very, short compared to a lot of the other guys, but to be able to main event show like that in just a short amount of time has been pretty impressive, and he's taking on Konosuke Takeshita, which that should be a fun-ass main event. As for this episode, we get the unique task of having only one monitor for this, as I'm still transferring files over from one computer to the other, so I need the other one plugged into the old computer, as this is being recorded on the new computer. So I did a little test run a little before we actually recorded this episode, just to see if it's, as far as if I sounded okay. It sounded fine, but as you all know, I am terrible about testing as far as, because I have my own audio a little lower than probably everybody else's, so I might sound fine to me, but I might be too low for somebody else. So if I am too low, just let me know. As far as this anniversary show, we have the card right here. As, of course, our main event we already talked about, but for the co-main, we have a New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team title matchup, as it is Golden Ace of Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi taking on United Empire. The reason why this match is taking place, United Empire, one of their only losses during the Tag League was to the Golden Ace team, so they get their title match here. And, man, for Golden Ace, I mean, for Tanahashi, this has been the retirement tour, and that would be a huge get for him to become the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions with Kota Ibushi there in the co-main. Next matchup, Suzuki-gun versus the Death Triangle in the Never Openweight 6-man tag team title matchup. That's going to be the tag champions of Claudio Castagnoli and Shotaro Ashino with Takanori Ito taking on, of course, the Death Triangle of Pac and the Lucha Brothers. Should be a hell of a 6-man, though. That might even be the best match on the card. So that should be exciting to see. Number 1 contendership matchup for the women's title, which that title matchup will be taking place at the New Japan Cup show. Hana Kimura versus Ashley Flair, a rematch from the first ever women's title matchup that we ever had. And as far as the winner of this matchup will, of course, take on Julia. As that will be, of course, at the New Japan Cup show, like I said. We have an 8-man matchup. LIJ versus Hiromu Takahashi's Bomb Squad. We're going to keep the members close to the chest for this, as far as for this part of the episode, because you'll be seeing throughout the tour, one by one, a new member coming in, so that's going to be a lot of fun to see. Then for Eddie Kingston and Shota Umino, they're taking on Tyler Black and El Kukui. Still no sign of Jon Moxley. Maybe that's going to change here relatively soon, but so far, no sighting of Jon Moxley. So again, Kingston and Umino, they're not giving up on him. They're looking for him, and they are going to try to beat not only beat the piss out of Tyler Black and El Kukui, but maybe beat some information out of them. As far as from that perspective of that matchup. And then the opener, Leona Fujinami is going to be teamed up with Shinsuke Nakamura to take on the Astronauts. As I felt like this would be a fun little matchup, because obviously there's a bit of a unique scenario with that matchup, because obviously the main event is Blast Off versus kind of Tanahashi and Hashimoto and Fujinami, as far as they're kind of the lone members of the Line Mark squad, as far as the New Japan Army, if you will. And they kind of have a loose alliance with the Kingdom of Strong Style, of course, so you see that. But then also, they're taking on a Blast-Off team, so it's very unique. You're going to see some kind of that last tour show, the third tour show. You're going to see a little bit of that, where there's kind of some interesting matchups, and they're only taking place kind of because of the final matches, and that's one of them, as far as the opening contest being Fujinami and Nakamura teaming up to take on the Astronauts as a bit of a fodder to the main event. But yeah, I mean, as far as this tour, obviously it's a unique spot because it's in between the Cup and it's after a New Beginning tour that's been pretty big with some of the changes and some of the announcements and whatnot. Of course, Hiromu leaving, LIJ has been one, and now we get to find out as far as what's his vision for 2026 and kind of what he envisions as far as with his Bomb Squad. And yeah, I mean, as far as we might have potential new never weight six-man champions in Suzuki-gun, they might be double champs, or Claudio and Ashino. And then for Golden Ace, can they shock the world and beat United Empire not once but twice in just a couple of months' time frame? But as far as, I don't know why I hit the that, but just I figured show that off a little bit, because yeah, we are not at 100 on popularity in New Japan, as far as in Japan, which is pretty interesting, because that happened relatively fast when we were a part of UJPW, when we combined All Japan and New Japan. I think that might be, which is weird, because here we have a good bit of people. We have a nice sized roster. We've been going after it now, obviously, since 2020. It's almost our anniversary as far as when we started. Here at the beginning of March will be the anniversary when we started this whole son of a bitch off on the first New Japan Cup. So to think from that perspective, that's a good bit of time, and yet we still haven't had that 100 pop. Maybe it'll happen eventually, but it's going to be interesting, because New Japan right now, our roster is getting older, and we're changing around some of the big name players that were in the main event for years to come, for the past decade or so. They're getting older, and they're not able to perform at a high level anymore. So we're in a transitional period. Maybe with those major stars getting pushed to the forefront, maybe those new changes are going to be beneficial to that change. We'll see. But as far as our first show, yeah, everything's loading so goddamn fast. It's pretty awesome so far. Been very, very pleased. Obviously, it's just a text simulator, but like, I don't even like stuff like usually when I play like Fight Night Champion or even like UFC Undisputed 3, usually it's a pain in the ass. Here on this computer, it runs pretty goddamn smoothly, which that's awesome. That is a plus for sure. So that will definitely mean more opportunities for sure on the channel with this new computer. So that's going to be fun to figure out. I got a couple of plans already, just based off of this computer's performance, so that's nice. But as far as only so much time in the day, obviously, still gotta make time for it. That's kind of more than anything. So our main event, I think we're going to have Hiromu with his newest member, which is formerly Master Wado. He's going under his original name, and I feel like that's a great kind of call to have him come in, a part of the Bomb Squad. No Master Wado gimmick. You could say it's a failure as far as from creative standpoint. I think even still, in real life, people still hate that gimmick name and hate that kind of gimmick in general. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty dumb, but I get it. At the same token, they're trying to sell some shirts. They're trying to give guys gimmicks. Well, just him and Kawado, for Hiromu and Kawado, I think it's a fun tandem. They're going to take on the Bushi Naito team, and we're going to see, as far as Hiro Kawada, get a win. He's going to beat Bushi. Now, really what it's going to come down to is Hiromu's going to hit his bomb, his ticking time bomb finish onto Bushi, and he's going to tag in Kawada to hit his big move. So it's kind of like, sure, he could have finished him himself, but he's given a kind of showcase to the newest member here, and really showing that he's had his eye on him in Mexico for the past couple of years. He thinks he, as far as he could have been a bigger star here, and he's given his chance to kind of back him and give him his tutelage and really showcase what he could do in this matchup. So them getting a win is pretty massive. Hopefully they are a good team as well with chemistry-wise. We'll see. We'll see. A lot can still happen. Co-main event, we're going to go with Okada and Francesco Akira against the Designers of Perfection of Sonata and Paris de Silva. And as far as, that's going to be a fun little 8-man tag. Let's see how that plays out on the future New Beginning, the anniversary show. That's happening, of course. So, Francesco Akira is going to beat Paris de Silva. It's funny, everybody's got belts but Paris de Silva in that matchup. So, the non-champion takes the fall there. Then we'll probably go with, I like this Tozawa Ito, Kenta, Shota Umino matchup. Suzuki-gun versus Task Force Death, as Kenta's going to beat Tozawa in 20 minutes. And then we'll have, I believe this is the other show matchup. It is. It's Airbender and Yo. We're going to beat the Designers of Perfection. So a pretty bad night for the Designers of Perfection over Koji Kamai. And Taichi's going to struggle in that matchup. And then we have a normal tag match with Yoshihashi and Goto taking on the Young Lion team of Bakken Okamoto and Kimitsu Kasai. Yoshihashi, oh, that's right, is he hurt? He's rehab still, god damn it. I forgot. So we'll have to make a change here. Might just do Gavin McGavin and Gulak. I think that's what we're gonna do. It's probably for the best here. Both guys could use a win, but I think Gulak could kind of use it more than any of those two men there. Then Hiroto Jr. Fujita against the Young Lion of Kyoto Michinori, as Hiroto Jr. Fujita will be getting the win. Technical Masterclass matchup, too, giving those guys a lot of time. Should be good to go. Yes, we are. Let's run it. 54 for the opener. It's Hiroto Jr. Fujita and Kyoto Michinori look particularly... Oh, he made him look particularly strong. Hell yeah, that's the whole goddamn point of these matches. When you want to have a veteran in there, make a young lion look strong, and he did. So that's awesome. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Perfect. Yeah. And it made for a better match, too. Fuck yeah. So Bakken Okamoto and Kimitsu Kasai losing to the Gavin McGavin True Gulak team. Gulak looked good out there, as he gets the win with the Spine Splitter. Love that name for a finish, too. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, Gulak and McGavin, nice little win for them. It's a 57-73 for Yo and Airbender against Burberry Baba and Tai Chi. Pretty close match, actually, which is shocking. I got the crowd buzzing. Commentary gave it a lift, too. Overall, not bad at all. Decent little matchup here for Kenta Umino against Tozawa and Takanori Ito. Tozawa being the worst guy in that matchup breaks my heart, but I get it. Kenta pinning him with the go to sleep in 1931. 76 for Okada and Francesco Akira against Peres de Silva and Sonata. Good little matchup. I mean, again, Sonata's just been one of our top performers as of late, and he keeps up there being the best guy in this matchup. Crazy, Peres de Silva outperformed Francesco Akira as well. He almost outperformed Okada, which that just is a real shocking statement in itself. And then an 882 for our main event. God damn it, negative chemistry. At least it's not terrible, but it's not great either. Fuck, man. But Hiromu and Kawato, as they get the win. I thought Naito and Bushi had positive chemistry. I guess I was wrong on that. But corkscrew senton win for Kawato over Bushi there in 1934. They were still the better team, which is shocking. But yeah, I'm glad that was an 82. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but thank God it did. Not a bad little tour show, to be honest, especially for those involved in that. And yeah, on to night 2 we go. Alrighty, day 2 of our tour here. So we ran Chubu last time. Don't think... Oh, we can. Be kind of fun. Let's just double check, make sure there's... Oh yeah, we've been right here since December. We're on the Amino Value Hall. Perfect. Alright, so the main event here. Trying to think, what would be a good call? Yeah, we have a rematch from the last show, but instead of Naito and Bushi, it's Bushi and SB Kento. We have Tanahashi with Kota Ibushi and Tetsuya Endo against the United Empire. It's a nice little main event, as Volter's going to beat Endo. Then we also have Daichi Hashimoto and Leona Fujinami against Lee Moriarty and Drew Gulak. Hashimoto's going to get the win over Moriarty there. That might not be the co-main. We might just stick with this, even though we now know what we know. But we have the debut of the newest member, as it's Demonic, rather. Jesus, Demonic Bomba, which is just a demonic bomb. It's Flamita. You know, obviously, I think I kind of gave it away with the demonic tagline. I've been waiting to use like his demonic Flamita render, and just felt like now was the time to do it. very much a Bushi-esque look, and I just feel like that makes a lot of there's a lot of fun shit with that. Whereas, as far as like Hiromu, I think deep down, he always loved his time with Bushi, and you think you kind of maybe, you can make the joke of he found one off Wish and brought it in, but we're hoping that Demonic Bomba has a good run here. The Flamita run, his initial run didn't really work out too well, mainly because he just kept on getting hurt. But here, I think with him, Kawato, and, as far as Hiromu, I think it's a good little spot for him. So he's going to get the win after the mist to SB Kento. And another win for Kawato as well. I'm trying to think what's the Steal the Show matchup. I believe it's Silver versus Peck, so it's John versus John. As it's, as far as John getting the win. John Silver, to be exact. Your Kingdom of Strong Style versus Akuya Miyagi, Bakan Okamoto, and Kiyotsu Kasai. Obviously, the Kingdom of Strong Style side get the win, with Kaiji D'Amato getting a win. He needs one, because he's Kaiji D'Amato, goddammit. And then Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong are going to beat the Young Lion Gaijin team of Jimmy London and Don Marcotte. Roddy going to get the win there. So yeah, I mean, half and half here with kind of Young Lion matches on the undercard, and then above that, obviously, just kind of established talent. I mean, so far, I think a lot of our Young Lions, they're turning out to be pretty good guys, especially Akuya Miyagi. I mean, he's really coming along as of late. Yeah, 43 there. Almost outperformed Kashi D'Amato. As, I mean, the other Young Lions, though, they were off their game. That kind of stunk. But Kaji D'Amato gets the win with the Tomato Vine over Bakan Okamoto. But yeah, Shelly Kushida still doing well. Good stuff there. Another 61 as Roddy and Kyle dragging the team of Marcotte and London over here. As forward to a decent little 61 matchup. I love what they said it was poor. But for the Marcotte and London team, this is a blessing to be able to work two guys like this. Yeah, nice little 8-minute matchup, though. 55, oof, for Silver and Peck. Yeah, Jonathan Peck, God, he was one of our first Young Lions off the dojo, and he is still not really too good. So that's not great, but he gets the one at the Enziguri, this John Silver, for Jonathan Peck. 73 for Hiromu and Kawato against SB Kento and Bushi. Pretty close, but again, the right team wins. Is Demonic Bomba getting the as far as it probably would have been the Kawato clutch. What that is basically Russian leg sweep into a grounded octopus stretch is what that is. So as far as it's not too crazy, but I wanted him to get a submission finish. He still does his other shit that he does in real life, but I felt like he needed a submission. Felt like that was a good call. I thought about doing the triangle, but I kind of like that Oromo's the only guy that does it, so we went with that instead. Probably would have just been a roll-up after the mist, but I get it. That's a 20-minute matchup, though. And they get the win as a 76 for Fujinami and Daichi Hashimoto against Drew Gulak and Lee Moriarty. Is Hashimoto with the Brainbuster win over Moriarty. Good little performance from him. 68. Gulak with a 66. Moriarty with a 72. Yeah, everybody was kind of in the same ballpark besides Fujinami, who was not at that level. And 82 for our main event for the trios matchup, the 6-man matchup, as the United Empire. And they get the win over the Blastoff / Tanahashi tandem there, as far as Zack Sabre Jr., best guy in the match, followed by Volter and Ibushi. Yeah, Tanahashi, the fourth best guy in the matchup, which is fine. Not a bad match there. It's crazy that Tetsuya Endo outperformed Alexander, though, but it is what it is there. I mean, I love those guys, though, as far as Endo and Alexander. They're just kind of stuck with bad momentum more than anything. Yeah, not a bad tour show. Again, kind of around the same level as the other one, so this should have probably been the opener, but that's alright. Probably could have had this be the steal of the show, technical masterclass still, and then just have the opener be this, and just have it not be a steal of the show match. So yeah, we have one more tour show left, and then it's on to the actual anniversary show. So alrighty, the final tour show. So we got some backstage incidents as Fujinami helped create a relaxed atmosphere backstage when he set up some barbecue outside and cooked for everyone. Fuck yeah. as Tanahashi was brought for Russell's court, accused of being absorbed by his phone. Well, he can, because he's the ace, goddammit, as the judge. Shinsuke Nakamura found him guilty and sentenced by create a beer for the locker room. Interesting. Interesting there. So, our main event. We're gonna go with... Let's go with this Bomb Squad LIJ match for now. We'll have this be the main, as Naito is going to beat Hiromu thanks to a chair shot. Cracks him with it afterwards, though. We see, he still is, like, putting a beat down on him. But Ryu Lee and Samurai Del Sol, they're going to make the save and run off LIJ. Pretty shocking here, as Ryu Lee, Samurai Del Sol, making the save. Former, rivals, maybe potentially friends here, as they head to the back for, as far as Hiromu and helping out to the back thanks to the Bomb Squad, and Ryu Lee and Samurai Del Sol follow him back to the back, and as far as the reporters are there, and as far as a dazed kind of Hiromu's just, I guess, it's a strange world we're living in 2026, as far as he never thought that he'd have to thank Ryu Lee and Samurai Del Sol from helping him get beat down from, as far as Naito. As far as it seems like he's gotten underneath Naito's skin. So I guess he had that coming to him. So as far as he believes at the anniversary show he can have a fourth guy because he's looking at him, and Ryu Lee offers the spot to him for the multi-man matchup. Ryu Lee accepts. Naito just says, Hiromu says, Naito, you better find your fourth guy, because I think we got the best team right now, and he thinks he's going to be the winner, and that the Bomb Squad is looking to have a big 2026, and it's going to start with beating a team like LIJ. So, there we go, as far as, what a four-man team, that, as far as Hiromu and Ryu Lee teaming up for the first time, and ever, as far as they're teaming up with, as far as Hiro Kawato and Dominic, I knew I was going to say Dominic again, Demonic Bomba. So we'll see how they do against the, whatever the four team is, the combination is. Obviously it's going to be an LIJ team, but I'm assuming it's going to be Naito, Shingo, probably Bushi, and Rush. We'll see. See what Naito picks. This could probably actually be the main, as far as Tanahashi and Hashimoto taking on the Konosuke Takeshita Fuminori Abe team. Hashimoto's going to beat Abe. That's kind of crazy. Oh, I like this, as far as that being the main because of the angle. So we'll have that be the co-main. House of Black, Task Force Death, Steal the Show match. Here's Pac. We'll be beating Robbie Eagles. Then we'll go with the United Empire Suzuki-gun, the six-man here. Claudio, Shino, and Rex Steiner against Okan, and then Zack Sabre Jr. and Volter. So, heavyweight champs versus New Japan Strong champs. So, Okan going to get the win for the United Empire. Then we have Tactical Masterclass matchup from the Prehistoric Barbarians. And one half of the Astronauts, as it's going to be Takuya Nomura. Let's see if we should use Shun Skywalker or Jason Lee. Actually, we'll keep that the Astronauts, but we'll have Konosuke Takeshita team with Jason Lee instead. Yeah, I like that a little bit more. Hashimoto's going to beat him. Yeah. Plus, as far as the Astronauts, they're going to get the win as well over the Prehistoric Barbarians. Takuya Nomura be beating Barbaro Cabanero. It's going to be an 18-minute matchup. So our opener, though, will be Miro and Sugiura. It's Oleg, Bolton, and Oscar. Of course, we're just kind of seeing what's going to happen here with this House of Torture team. Sugiura and Miro. Don't think we've had them team up before. Maybe we have. Long time ago in the save. And let's just go with Miro. Oh, we'll probably go probably under Rusev. Oh, a lot of use. There we go. Yeah, we've back in October we had them team over Okan and Alexander. Alright, so yeah, we know. That's fine, though. I still like that teaming. Actually, we might go with Takeda and Miro. Yeah. We'll see if we've had these two team in the past. I'm assuming so. No. I've had some four-ways, but no straight-up tag matches. Yeah, the old King of Wrestling qualifying match. That's wild. No straight-up 2v2. Alright. Maybe they'll have good chemistry. Alrighty. As we will pick our venue, I think we're going to go with Chubu, since we teased it last time. Yeah, we'll run the old Nippon Yashi Arena. Should be a sellout. Or should be pretty close. Yep, it's going to be a sellout. Ah, they don't work as a team. God damn it. As Miro and Takeda get the win now. It's the Rock Impo Kuroshi for Takeda getting the win, him and Miro. God, Takeda almost got outperformed the Young Lions because of that, as Carbonero's injury really hurts him in this matchup. Sam and Oog losing to Abe and Takuya Nomura. The Astronauts getting the win in 1806. That was a 69-79 for the six-man match of the United Empire and Suzuki-gun. It's Claudio, Shino, and Rex Steiner losing to the Zack Sabre Jr., Volter, Great Khan team. So Khan with the Tenzan Tombstone Driver. 1940. Hell yeah, Shino, best guy in the matchup. Actually, Zack was the best guy in the matchup. Then Shino, then Volter, then O'Khan and Claudio did the same. Just Rex Steiner getting carried in that one. 74, and Robbie Eagles tears his labrum. Shocking. Pac with the shooting star leg drop onto Robbie Eagles. Probably landed right on that fucking labrum and tore it right off the bone. Oh, no, guess not. 81 for Tanahashi and Hashimoto against Konosuke Takeshita and Jason Lee. Hashimoto with a vertical drop brainbuster. He's looking good going into his matchup with Konosuke Takeshita. You never know. My junior's beaten him before. Oh my god, a 57, mainly because of the finish. The chair shot, nobody loved that. Pretty hilarious that everybody did around the same. And then Hiromu's 83. And then we have the angle afterwards, though, which that was only a 69. Probably should just have the angle be the actual end of the show. But, yeah, I mean, fun stuff here. So it looks like Mechs of Blood, I mean, looks like it's no more. It looks like it's been absorbed into the Bomb Squad. I mean, pretty brutal show overall because of that angle, but that's fine. Luckily, it's a tour show. Not the end of the world. And now we get to see how the anniversary show will play out. As far as the new Bomb Squad, it's been an interesting start. As far as Kawado and Hiromu not having chemistry, not what we needed to start it off with, but you never know. Now that Ryu Lee's also in there with Hiromu, and you have basically Mechs of Blood, you know, with Flamita in there as well. It's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out. I believe it is the Sunday show. So, we have a new young lion. What's his stats looking like? Pretty good. Usually, if it's a young lion that doesn't really have great stats, we'll send him down to like CMLL or even GCW. If it's like some of them come out as like hardcore guys, which is kind of funny. So that's when they just end up going down to GCW. But yeah, as far as I believe it is Sunday, yes it is. So yeah, on to the 54th anniversary show. Alrighty, the anniversary show. So before we get started, I just now remembered I did not talk about this. So in real life here, past week after we uploaded the episode, probably I want to say this was last Thursday, maybe even last Friday. The Kinya Okada and Yoshiaki Yano, Aizawa Collection NYC, in the save here, were arrested for molestation. Not great. Of course, we don't want anybody involved in that, a part of our company, so he is gone. Which is why, obviously, we haven't seen him. But also, you know, as far as it is, it didn't matter, you know. Obviously, he's a kind of lower guy on the totem pole, so figured we'd have to announce that because if no one would have saw him, no one would have probably noticed. But I just figured we should say that. There's also been another incident which has been interesting because I'm not exactly sure what happened. So as far as see where he's at. Oh, there he is. Daki Shimamura here. So he's been suspended by his promotion. I was thinking it was 2AW, but now I'm blanking on if it was 2AW. Either way, he was suspended for a year for something he did outside of the ring. Now that sounds very, that doesn't sound good. But I don't know what it is. I still haven't found out what he has exactly done. So he's in purgatory right now, is what I'm describing it in GCW, because I don't know if I should release him, because it doesn't sound good, but I don't exactly know what it is. Because, like, I hate to bring this up, but Taka Michinoku, what he ended up doing was pretty bad, as far as, using his status and, as far as engaging with minors to get, like, tickets and whatnot. Not great. Not great at all. But the first time he got in trouble was for cheating on his wife, which is not great. It's not great. However, it's something that, should he be fired for? As far as I would probably caution to say probably not, but I get it, as far as from that perspective. So, until I know what he has done, he's just stuck in purgatory. So I just figured we address that too. Because, it doesn't sound good for a year to be suspended like that. It's probably something pretty bad, but until I know exactly what it is, that's where he's at. So yeah, as far as the anniversary show, we can get on to that now, after we address that. Backstage incidents. Oh yeah, so Ishii's passing on microphone work to Tomoya Tom Ford, and then Danielson's passing on microphone work to Daniel Garcia. So here we go. Main event, of course. Daiji Hashimoto, Konosuke Takeshita. Konosuke Takeshita gonna get the win in 26 minutes. Really no surprise. Heavyweight champion. Gonna get the win there. He's been on a roll. He's been one of the best guys on the roster. Makes sense, for him to get the win in the main event there. So the co-main, the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Title matchup. And let's see, there's the never Openweight, there it is. Golden Ace. And as far as, actually, is this the co-main? Okay, it is. I was thinking it wasn't, but yeah, it is. It's Kota Ibushi and Hiroshi Tanahashi losing to Volter and Zack Sabre Jr. Should be a hell of a match, though. Pretty great team. Obviously, Volter and Zack Sabre Jr. and Ibushi's been tremendous. Volter beating Ibushi's interesting. We probably could have had him beat Tanahashi, but I get it. I get it there. Then Suzuki-gun, Task Force, Death. They retain their belts, does the Death Triangle. As Rey Fenix is going to beat Takanori Ito in 27 minutes. We're going to give them a lot of time. Then the women's number one contendership matchup, Hana Kimura will be beating Ashley Flair, so she avenges her loss from August, getting the win there. Ashley Flair a little happy about that. Now this is kind of when it gets tricky to remember how the card played out. I believe Bomb Squad and LIJ is the next matchup, and we see it turn. During the match, Naito is looking for a double team onto Ryu Lee. Rush kind of, do you help out? It's kind of like the clarification, or maybe not the clarification, but maybe just the in the moment he realizes, like, God, am I really going to team up with, somebody when I could be teaming up with my brother right now? As far as, it kind of hits him, and it's just like, well, we went to war, but now I think it's time for us to kind of make amends and to be on the same side. So he, instead of, they go for the double team like superplex, or suplex rather, and Rush shoves Riley off, kind of out of the spot, and just decks Naito with a clothesline off the ropes, spears him, throws him in the corner even, and does the running double knee spot, rolls him back out. Fucking Orange Crush from Ryu Lee, and they win. So the Bomb Squad beats them, and they have a newest defaction as well. So God, another person leaving LIJ, and it's Roosh. Roosh now part of the Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad's going to be interesting for sure, because there's even going to be more people coming in throughout this run. And, man, another loss for LIJ, though. Not great. Not a great feeling. Not great at all. I believe Koji Kamine Designs of Perfection match is next. I believe this 8-man tag is. As Yoshihashi's going to... Oh, that's right. Yoshihashi again is not here. Glad I remembered. So we're either going to have to use Goto or Yo. I think we'll be using Yo. Yeah, alright. So, I think we're actually going to have Designs of Perfection win. They could use one. Sonata's been, one of the better guys on the whole roster. Rather have them beat Yo there. I just felt like the champions should get booked on this tour because we know they're not going to be a part of the New Japan Cup tour, so it's a great time to use them. And that's also, as far as Kingston Umino, they're going to take on House of Black. Kingston's going to beat El Kukui. Now, what's funny about this is going to be the last time House of Black are going to have El Kukui. As we're going to have an angle on Strong, basically next episode, where Moxley, we finally see him. It's going to be a huge vignette. It's basically going to be a mini-movie is what we're going to call this thing, because it's going to be pretty long. And it's going to be convoluted as far as, like, maybe not convoluted is the right word, but it's going to be basically showing Moxley chained up in a chair, and he gets out of it, breaks free, and it's a whole... It's literally like a movie, as far as or maybe just a clip from a movie. It's going to be about 10 minutes long. It's him basically escaping House of Black, as far as after being, tortured and tormented for over a month after, what Mox's worst nightmare did. And what's going to happen is he gets to that kind of the door, as far as that's where, as far as this idea of Moxley's worst nightmare, how he comes to the door. It's going to be that same door. It's on fire and whatnot. But he sees or feels that there's somebody behind him as he's facing one-on-one with Moxley's worst nightmare as he's trying to get through the door. It's going to be El Kukui. He sidesteps him as El Kukui's going to go for a spear. Of course, the sidestep hits Moxley's worst nightmare instead, but instead of going through the door, they go into the flames, and they both catch on fire. So, down goes Moxley's worst nightmare, down goes El Kukui from this. Basically, I think a lot of people are going to see this coming for El Kukui. Going to get repackaged back into Yota Tsuji, take some time off, get repackaged. So there's that. And then for Moxley's worst nightmare, we have that, we have the idea to use that render of the Fiend when he was on fire. We're going to use that, or burnt, rather, not on fire, but the aftermath of that. So we're going to have it burnt to a crisp. Moxley's worst nightmare take on Jon Moxley. Presumably, it's either going to be Sakura Genesis or Dominion. Not exactly sure when, but I think Sakura Genesis is probably the best bet. So that whole story and whatnot, that's going to be taking place on a Strong taping. Because I just feel like it doesn't deserve, or doesn't belong on, like, the New Japan side of things. Like, the Japan side of things, really, more than importantly, because it just feels like that's more of a television thing. That's more of a, American thing, obviously, as well, with Moxley, speaking English and whatnot. It would be a thing where you'd upload that clip to the New Japan World, or not, you'd upload New Japan World as its entirety there, with the, subtitles for the Japanese audience, more so than that, so that's kind of the idea behind that. That's, overall, pretty much the plan for that. Then Nakamura and Fujinami against the Astronauts in the opener. It's going to be interesting seeing Nakamura and Fujinami get the win here. Nakamura and Fujinami, not a team beating an established team like the Astronauts. I don't love it, but they need some type of momentum as far as Lion Mark slash Kingdom of Strong style. So that's what we went with. As let's see, a couple people unhappy. Other than that, we're good to go. Yeah, I just want to make sure we're at the National Stadium for this one. 80,000. We'll be damn near a sellout, which is pretty crazy. pretty nuts for the anniversary show. So, post-show press conference stuff. We're gonna have the champion, Konosuke Takeshita, as far as talking about his plans, and it's all about training, watching the New Japan Cup very closely, looking to, as far as training for everybody. That's, looking at the Final Four, training for everybody in that Final Four, and he wants to have his best version of himself because he wants to be heavyweight champion for a long time. So just kind of hyping up the New Japan Cup and kind of what he's, the plans on working harder, working, lifting more and being stronger, and just, breaking it down like that as far as what he's going to do. Watch a lot of film of the New Japan Cup to look and make sure that he's not going to make a mistake come Sakura Genesis. So really making it like an actual event. Well, not an actual event, an actual, sports contest. As far as where he's, looking at footage, he's looking at film, he's doing everything he can to prepare. Once, he finds out who he's going to face, he wants to be in the best shape, in his best version of himself. So, basically that's what that is. We'll have one of, post-show press conference. We'll have one of Designer's Perfection, mainly Sonata, as far as he's going to go, and, talk about fashion runways and all that, as far as, basically him and Milano are going to hit the scene, going all over the world to, international capitals of fashion, and as far as going to go-sees, doing all that jazz, as far as, so, one guy is taking it very seriously, his time off. The other guy is looking to, have some fun in Milan, having some fun in Paris, having some fun all over the world, in New York City, just, sightseeing and, runway fashion shows, just, going to go-sees. Gotta love it. Gotta love that gimmick more than anything. That, literally one of our best talents is a guy who's a fashionista. It's very fun. Shout out Milano Collection AT for this whole gimmick. Let's try to think who else. I mean, Bomb Squad should probably have one with the newest member of Bomb Squad, and just, what a force now that they have. To have Hiromu, to have Rush, Ryuli, it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. And they're not done yet. As far as Hiromu still has some more guys he's looking to bring in. So he wants somebody, a Bomb Squad, to win the New Japan Cup. And he's had his talent all over he's had his eyes on talent all over the world, and in Mexico, and Japan, and America, all over, to just find guys that will fit Bomb Squad and will, look to be the future of this business, even, as far, so that's going to be awesome to see. We got, did we got everybody? Oh no, we didn't get Demonic Bomba. But yeah, Rush, Ryu Lee on the same page. Hiromu, Ryu Lee on the same page. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how that plays out. So yeah, we'll have the Bomb Squad there, and, yeah, we'll go Hana Kimura. As far as hyping up her matchup with Julia. For the New Japan Cup, we'll have Starlight Kid beside her. Actually, we'll have we'll have Andreas Miyagi. And now I'm kind of blanking on the fourth member of TCS. Yeah, but I'll say, yeah, and then Rena as well. So we're gonna have all of them out there. So yeah, Rena, Wani. Perfect. Perfect. We'll go... Yeah, with left-hand Nakamura. Yeah, I like that. Kind of flows nicely there. Cool. And we'll have a pissed off LIJ too, why not? And it's just, Naito, he's defeated. Yeah, he just looks defeated. Just looking around and he just kind of mumbles rather to himself, just, what have I done? Just, not only is Hiromu gone, but now Rush is gone. Hey, there's now 4 people in LIJ. It's kind of crazy to think. It's him, it's Shingo, it's Bushi, and Kento. That is what's left, what's standing. And he says it might not look great right now. It's looking pretty grim for us, but I know we can turn this around. We got the New Japan Cup coming up. And I think if somebody, he's looking at Shingo, he's looking at himself, as far as... Because, Naito, he won it. Shingo hasn't won it yet. As far as maybe he'll win it for a second time. Maybe for Shingo, this will be his first time, and can bring LIJ back to the promised land in being the group to be in and being the group in New Japan. And it's just, it's not looking good. And everyone's just kind of, thinking that, we got to get this thing back on track. Because right now, it's looking like they're sliding down the mountain of New Japan. And it's not looking good. It's been an ugly couple of months. But they have they believe in themselves. They believe they can get it back on track. That's kind of the more so where they're defeated, but it's not hopeless, as far as from that perspective. It's a lot of post-show press conferences, actually, almost the same amount as matches. So we got a lot going on. I think we're good to go, though. Believe so. Yeah, Naito, very unhappy with his angle. But it should be fun, though. Should be. As far as, the opener, 89, Nakamura, best guy in the match. Him and Fujinami, excellent chemistry. How about that? Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Good team. Love it. Of course, got the history with, obviously, a name like, Fujinami and Nakamura, too. It's a lot of fun. Kind of, because, Tatsumi Fujinami's kind of a great... I always felt like he was a great representation of what kind of the guy that took kind of the Inoki baton, if you will, for... kind of the, I felt like him and Inoki, they just kind of had the same kind of stylistic points a lot of times. Obviously, Inoki kind of went a little off the deep end with, wanting to be an actual street fighter or whatnot. But Fujinami, as far as from a pro wrestling standpoint, kind of before Inoki fought Muhammad Ali, it's kind of like the same type of perspective I'm kind of thinking of with Tatsumi Fujinami. But as far as it's a good team. It's a good matchup too. Good little opener. 75 for the Kingston Umino El Kukui Tyler Black matchup. It's Kingston pinning El Kukui with the backdrop driver. Yeah, everybody in this matchup should be thanking their lucky stars Tyler Black, because he is still just having a run of a lifetime right now. 77 for Koji Kamai and Designs of Perfection. Sonata pinning Yo, the Lost in the Stars. I love that. Love it. As a fucking moonsault. All that. As a 92, though, for Sonata. What a great performance. That's crazy that Vikingo, best guy in the match. Man, Paris Dave Silva and Kazuchika Okada having the same rating. What a timeline we live in. A 92 for the Bomb Squad and LIJ. Man, the best member of LIJ is gone, too. God damn. The destruction of LIJ has been something to behold right now. It is crazy, because those couple of years when, like, Hiromu and Shingo were winning G1s and winning the heavyweight title, hell, Naito, he was in the, him and Ishii was the main event of the first, or no, it wasn't the main event, no, it was, yeah, when Naito was champion. Yeah, it was Naito and Ishii for the heavyweight title. That was Sakura Genesis. Kind of crazy, yeah, because the New Japan Cup, the first ever one we booked was Ishii and Goto in the finals. It was kind of crazy to see what like has come from 2020 to 2026. So much has happened in that frame of time, and goddamn, I mean, now Roosh, part of Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad's looking pretty good. Hana Kimura beats Ashley Flair with a missile drop kick. Good little performance by Hana Kimura with a 67. Ashley Flair with a 57. That's not great. She obviously does better outside Japan. A 97 for the Never Overweight 6-man tag team title matchup. A lot of great talent in that matchup there as the Death Triangle get the win, and that's their second defense. They are probably the best trio on the planet. For my money, at least. An 88 for the New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team title matchup. Zabushi and Volter and Zack Sabre Jr. put on some great performances. Tanahashi not so much, but hey, he's almost a 50-year-old man. Let's give the guy a break. Second defense for them as well as Volter pinning Kota Ibushi with the United Empire. I love, with a United Empire 1. I'm assuming it's, I don't even, a Golden Bomb into, a PK kick, maybe? I have no idea. I don't even remember giving them a finish. But Konosuke Takeshita meeting Daichi Hashimoto with a touchdown on 25-36. We gotta give him his updated finishers, I think. As far as with Konosuke Takeshita, like, he doesn't even do, like, his Super Blue Thunder Bomb or anything like that. So we gotta give him his sheet. Especially with him being the heavyweight champion. We want him to have some big-ass moves. That's a hell of a main event, though, for an anniversary show as well. So yeah, Konosuke Takeshita's post-show press conference, Hana Kimura's, and Sanada on Collection AT. I love him. Love him to death. 69 for the Bomb Squad angle. Man, you know, as far as what a trio they can be for Hiromu, Bushi, and Rush as well. Or Bushi, Hiromu, Rush, and Ryu Lee. I like a potential demonic Bomba, Samurai del Sol teaming, or even a Kawado Bomba teaming as well. 65 for the LIJ trying to keep it together post-show press conference, because man, it has not been their year for sure. Pretty decent show for our standards, maybe not to the level we want it to be, but that, I mean, the trios match, best match on the card, followed by the 8-man of Bomb Squad and LIJ. That was, you know, as far as that Bomb Squad LIJ match, you know, that was kind of the main angle going into this, so I'm very, very pleased with that performance. Not bad, but I'm glad Nakamura and Fujinami are a pretty good team as well. So that's, that is nice to see. So yeah, we're gonna put over Konosuke Takeshita again. We're gonna put over Pac and Ray Phoenix for their performances as well. Just a great night for Task Force Death. As far as 2 big wins on the card. Not bad at all. So yeah, I mean, as far as this episode, short and sweet. Only, 4 shows. But now on to the New Japan Cup. Exciting times is that New Japan Cup. Single elimination tournament. Winner gets Konosuke Takeshita at Sakura Genesis. But we also get a women's title matchup between Hana Kimura and, of course, the women's champion in Julia. Probably gonna have some other things on the card as well, I'm sure. Maybe, another title match or 2. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of wait and see for the most part. But yeah, I mean, as far as that 89, that did better than the New Beginning in Osaka show. So there's that. We just haven't really had a great main event in a hot minute. It's just kind of been our, well, this was good. It's not at our own mill, but it's a 91. Yeah, it's an 85. Yeah, it seems to always be kind of the, we'll have something on the card that's a little lower that just seems to always be better. That just seems to be... And also, too, to have a nice little tag match with Starlight Kid and Hana Kimura, Ashley Flair, BB Crawford, to kind of have the follow-up of that with the number 1 contendership matchup. Nice. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, Wrestle Kingdom still is the show to beat, which I'm happy that's the case. Actually, no, Fantastica Mania. How could I forget? Yeah, that crazy-ass New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team title matchup, that was a 99. Just shocking. But at least we're having big shows that are at least in the, the light blue range. We haven't went so far down the hole where we're having bad shows. So that's at least a positive from that perspective. As yeah, we'll catch you guys next time for the New Japan Cup. Take care, everyone.